Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him, but with a young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense.
Running inside, it's McMillan. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, get a push up front and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be changing the route. Runs for the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Gonna run it. It's McMillan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Beavers have this offense rolling. They'll run it to the right side. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Murphy. Tosses it incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run inside. It's Newberry. There's some room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll try it again. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's McMillan. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's McMillan. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's not going to... Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Drills him with the stiff arm. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for Pater. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough at the 26. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bob. What? Ocean from the wideout. Snags it, and there's running room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's McMillan. Finding some room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Keeps it on the draw. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Beavers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last...
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And they capitalize. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Buys a little time, and he can't get it off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.